Yes, Sarah. So texting and driving is already illegal in both Carolinas, but lawmakers in South Carolina say the moment a driver gets behind the wheel of a car, they shouldn't even be able to touch an electronic device. It's their way of cracking down on distracted driving. Yeah, that homeowner told me he was watching the footage from his home surveillance camera when he noticed something or some things that caught his eye.
All right, and guys, we've been talking about these storm surges. Here's what that means. Where I'm standing right now is going to be essentially underwater this time tomorrow.
So, Fred, this happened at 9:30 this morning, but here's the thing. No one was notified until after school let out. Not the other students, not us, the media, not even the parents. And that's not sitting well with folks here tonight. Sarah, Fred, I'm interested to see the results of that poll there. I think, if anything, my visual aid here might be a tick in the pro column. And all right, guys, here's some homework for everyone watching us right now. Make sure, if you don't already, you know where your water shutoff valve is. And yes, I mean, they've spent the past several days sitting on that witness stand in tears, breaking down, recalling all the positive attributes, the things that they loved about the people who were so cruelly taken from them. You can only imagine, I mean, truly only imagine how difficult and how painful that was to relive. As those shots rang out, and we do have video that we're about to show you. Before we do, I want to let you know it's very disturbing. It's hard to listen to. You can hear the gunshots. You can hear students screaming. The reason we want to show it is because it's sometimes easy to disassociate yourself from things like that. Since we're in North Carolina, this is in Florida, but we feel it's important to really bring home just how uniquely horrific this situation was. Take a look. Because with that high tide and all this rain that's been coming in the past couple of hours, that could cause some major flooding all the way up, even past where I'm standing right now. Yeah, Fred, that little boy's mom posted about the bullying on Facebook, and the response was swift and massive, from the Naval Center here in Charlotte to Washington, D.C., to nations all across the world. It was the day after 9/11, 2017.
I basically said whatever makes his heart feel better.
11-year-old Isaiah Picklesheimer,
because I love him and I support him,
was missing his brother Aaron.
My brother is a hero to me.
So Isaiah wanted to wear his own Navy uniform to school.
I missed my brother. I wanted to wear that to support.
But middle school can be tough for a kid who stands out.
They started bullying me that my uniform was pajamas, that I was a joke. I said, "You don't understand. I'm trying to support my brother."
Okay, is everyone ready?
Yep.
Enter neighbor Nate Mills.
It was my grandfather's when he was in the Army in '81.
A 7th grader who decided he would wear his uniform too.
I didn't like that, the way he was bullied like that. Middle school is just, I don't know, it's hard.
This photo of them headed to school the next week was a hit.
My dad was mean, but
Isaiah even got an invite to a Navy pinning ceremony.
I did get this coin. That made me feel awesome.
But not quite as awesome as this. Guess who got permission to drive 7 hours to a middle school dance to remind his little brother
I've got you. I'm here now.
that he too couldn't be prouder.
He was willing to go through peer pressure and still do what he felt in his heart to do.
Turns out it's not the uniform, but the heart of the person who wears it that really makes a hero.
I'm not going to let my brother down.
Isaiah and Nate say they both plan on wearing their uniforms now every single Friday. Their school told them they're behind them 100%. Reporting live tonight, Savannah Levins, NBC Charlotte.
What a beautiful story. That just made my day.
The front page is bright and fun, filled with videos of people across the world lip-syncing their favorite song. But all it took was a few pointed searches
Oh my gosh.
to find videos too shocking and disturbing to show on TV. Some of it is straight-up pornography. Hundreds of videos of children stripping, flashing the camera, as commenters egg it on with likes, even monetary gifts. Other videos are dedicated to promoting anorexia, suicide, and self-harm. These videos aren't on the front page, but can easily be found by searching ever-changing code words users invent to skirt the app's moderators.
Those children should not have access to those devices. They should not have unrestricted access to be communicating with people across the internet.
There's a chat feature too. One father sent me these screenshots of messages he found on his 7-year-old daughter's account. "Send me pics without your t-shirt," this Musical.ly user urged after learning the little girl's age. "Without clothes. Between us only."
They're going to show a picture of some kid that looks like Justin Bieber, but in fact, it's a 45-year-old man.
I spoke with a Musical.ly spokesperson who told me they're always trying to stay on top of the secret hashtags and remove disturbing content. But even with a 24/7 moderation team and advanced detection technology, they just can't keep up. It's not every day that a 7-year-old
I can't write.
calls the shots at the grocery store.
Where's the gravy? Here we go.
But Alex Fisher
More yams.
isn't your average 7-year-old.
Green beans, cranberry sauce, and stuffing.
She's got a list.
Out 60.
She's checking it twice.
Cranberry sauce.
And she's ready to roll.
Okay, so we are good. And now let's go to the checkout area.
This might take a while, and you should probably know how we got here.
I just thought it'd be nice to do Thanksgiving food boxes for people in need.
Alex heard the Charlotte Rescue Mission needed help feeding the homeless this Thanksgiving. Concerned, she went to Mom and Dad.
So we said, okay, well, why don't we pack a box together as a family? And she said, well, one's not enough.
Alex went door to door, started a lemonade stand, even made a presentation at her school. Her goal to raise $150 to make 10 boxes.
It was very successful.
No kidding. Alex ended up with more than $1,500. So that brings us here.
We have 97.
With 3 cartfuls of food. Enough to feed 100 families.
Just seeing, you know, hope in a new generation.
I am thankful that other people can have Thanksgiving now.
This is so amazing. He's a lieutenant in the U.S. Marines.
The thing about memories is they stick around long after we're gone.
Killed in action World War I. He was killed in the Battle of Bulge. He was killed in the action Battle of Peleliu. Killed in action April 9th, 1917. July 31st, 1944.
These tell a story of soldiers
He was killed in action also in the Philippines.
who never saw the end of the wars that they fought.
They probably never would think some guy in North Carolina would be trying to save their photos and letters.
Joseph Duckworth is on a mission
Here's a listing right now.
to bring them back to life.
But it's a complete group of World War II U.S. Air Force medals.
He realized these priceless memories are being sold in droves
With a Purple Heart in there, yeah.
for a couple bucks on the internet.
It's just incredible what people will try to sell online. It's tragic. It's what it is. I mean, you can't turn something like that into a commodity.
So he started buying up all that he could afford, immediately preserving and donating them.
All the letters are going to the National World War II Museum.
Because that's the thing about memories.
If we forget their sacrifice and their memory, then, I mean, eventually we'll forget ourselves.
When we're no longer around to share them,
It's a Tuskegee Airman.
we just have to trust that someone else will.
That's what I feel like I'm doing here is, you know, bringing them back to life a little bit, giving them, you know, making them more than just a name on a wall.
Savannah Levins,
Keeping their history and their memory alive.
NBC Charlotte.